Hi everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing Every Day. That is what you're watching. Wow, another intro in the books. Put that one on the Hall of Fame. Make that one the official good episode beginner start. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi. How are you? We're playing Animal Crossing today. And you're watching, and I want to say thank you very much for helping me with the show. You're part of the show. You are contributing to the show. I couldn't do it without you. You know, people think that it's just all me. That's not true. You're part of it too. I need you just as much as you need me. Well, no, more so, because I would say you don't need me at all. So we have a special offer there, a stunning cream sofa. As always, we have a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by? Thank you, Tom Nook. Maybe that's what I'll do. He's so nice, that Tom Nook. What a nice boy. What is this? A conga drum. Plush carpet. I'm going to have to check to see if we have a conga drum in the house already. I think I do. But I'll double check anyway, because there's no harm in double checking things. Is there? It's good to get your facts straight. I love a good straight fact. That's what I like. How do you like your facts? I like my facts like I like my coffee straight in a cup, and then you throw the cup away. I don't like coffee. Wait, so does that mean I don't like facts? Look, it's a tricky business, alright? Don't worry about it. So these look like conga drums, don't they? Let's pick them up and let's have a look. What do we got? Timpano drum, conga drum, conga drum. Perfect, we got them all. I already have a conga drum. That's perfect. I'll just put this right here. You don't have to worry about it anymore. If I can sell it. I can sell this conga drum free of worries. I don't know. Help me. Nothing in the dump today. So, how are you guys doing? You alright? I'm doing okay. My doctor says that I have to stop talking to him because he's sick of me. Now, is that a real kind of sick? I was concerned, right? If the doctor says he's sick of me, does that mean he's actually sick, or is he putting that on? Can he go to work? Can he call in sick from work? The work of being a doctor, by saying I'm sick of this patient. I can't deal with this patient anymore. I need to take a sick day off. Does that work? Is that allowed? How does that work? Say I'm not a doctor anymore. They fired me from being a doctor, and then they legally said I wasn't allowed to be a doctor anymore, or else I'd have to go to court. And I said that that's ridiculous. There's no need to get the courts involved again. But they were very insistent that I couldn't practice doctoring ever again, otherwise they would arrest me on site and send me to the big house, which I thought was nice because I love to live in a big house. But then it turns out when they said big house, they meant the prison. So I mean, I guess it's a big house, but do people really live there? You know what I mean? Or do people exist there? But then, do you live in your house or do you exist in your house? You know, do people truly live even when they are free? When they have the freedom of not being in prison? Are they really living their lives? Something to think about, isn't it? Anyway, so the doctor, where was I? I don't know. The doctor, there was a doctor, yeah. My doctor says to me that he's sick of me coming in. Because I got problems, man. I got a lot of doctor-related problems. You know, one of them was like, my leg hurts. And he's like, okay. I was, you know, I just thought he'd want to know. Isn't that what doctors do? They take inventory of people's problems and try to fix them. So I was like, give me some of the leg medicine. Right? And the doctor's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then that was just one of the incidents. You know, one time I went to him, I was like, my tummy hurts. And he's like, you've eaten too many ice creams? And I said, how do you know? And he said, well, I looked you out the window across the street at the ice cream parlor, and I saw you eating a lot of ice creams. And I said, yes, correct. I don't like you spying on me, Mr. Doctor. There's Mitzi. Hello. Hi, Mitzi. It's already 17 o'clock. What are you up to, Mitzi? Something fun, no doubt. What's up? Keep hanging around like this. You want to ask me something? I don't get this. Why do people keep saying this joke? I don't understand it. Don't mess with my head. Okay, Mitzi, bye. Good talk. Now, if somebody messes with your head, you will have to go to a head doctor. But this doctor that I would go to was not a head doctor. Well, he was a head doctor in that he was the chief doctor. Did they call him the chief doctor? I am chief doctor. Chief of all of the doctors. I am the head doctor. I doctor. I can doctor. I have doctored before. I have a license for doctoring. But not doctoring as in doctoring files and photos. You know, which means, that means to alter them. Did you know this? To doctor something is to alter something. Not that. He's a doctor. He's a head doctor, but not a head doctor. Like he's like the head doctor, the top doc. Top doc. He's a top doc, right? But he's not the head doctor, as in the guy who looks after your head. He's not. He's just the head doctor, as in the top of the doctors. Okay. So now that we've got that straightened out, we don't have to worry about that anymore. So he's the head doctor, and we don't see eye to eye. Mainly because he's a foot taller than me. But that's a joke. I told one. What episode are we on? 264. And I finally told a joke. How about that? Wow. Oh my goodness. We should celebrate. We should get some champagne. We should really have a good time just to remember today's episode. You know, he finally told a joke. But little streamers, what do you call those little poppers? Party poppers? You know, little poppers? You know what I'm talking about? You pop them and then you have a good time. Party poppers, right? Yeah. That's the only poppers I can think of. Anyway. What the fuck is I talking about? Something to do with a doctor. Oh yeah, we don't always see eye to eye. Because he thinks I'm a hypochondriac. And I think... And also because... I used to pretend to be a doctor. He doesn't like that. He thought that was illegal, you know, not appropriate for a man of my stature to pretend that he's a doctor. I thought it was funny, right? But again, apparently you're not allowed to impersonate a doctor just because you think it's funny, right? And again, I don't like. Come on, man. I don't know all the facets of the law, do I? I don't know everything about everything. I'm just a simple man, right? I can't go looking up everything that's illegal. I think that as people, we have to just kind of experiment and do stuff. And then somebody, like, you should get a first go, right? So, like, if I didn't know that pretending to be a doctor was illegal, and then I went around pretending to be a doctor, and the guy's like, dude, that's illegal. Like, I should be allowed to go home, and then be like, okay, I know that now. You know what I mean? Like, that's my free go. Like, now I won't do it anymore because I know that being a doctor is illegal. But instead of that, these days, so like, if you commit a crime that you might not know is a crime, they'll arrest you immediately and put you in jail. And I'm like, that's not, you know, like some crimes like murder, you know, that's a bad one, right? That's a bad one. But like pretending to be a doctor, that's just whimsical. I had a big long coat, a stethoscope, and it took a while. You can't just order a stethoscope off eBay. I mean, you can, but it's not like a proper, it's not a good old stethoscope. I didn't use it for listening to anybody's butts or anything because, you know, I was just, like I said, I was just playing around. I was pretending to be a doctor, right? I didn't go too ham with it. But apparently that's illegal, to pretend to be a doctor. And I'm like, well, what do people do on Halloween? Is that a different case? If I dress up as a doctor on Halloween, and walked around and said, "Hello, I'm a doctor. Am I gonna get arrested? Because I know that being a doctor is illegal. Or being a doctor isn't illegal. Pretending to be a doctor is illegal. So if I pretended to be a doctor, at Halloween, would I get arrested? You know what I mean? Nobody. The laws don't make any sense, right? I feel like the laws are set up specifically to get me to do crimes, to arrest me for them, that I don't even understand. It's not fair to me specifically. That's what I think. Anyway, so my doctor, he doesn't like me. We don't say eye to eye. He doesn't really like me. I don't mind him. I think he's a nice guy. You know, I wish he was nicer to me, but I think he's okay. I have no ill will towards him whatsoever. And so we make a real odd couple, me and him. You know, he doesn't really... I tried to pitch a TV show about it, but my doctor was like, no, you have to take me out of your life forever. I don't want to be associated with you. Which I think is like pretty inflammatory language right there. Like that's pretty rough, isn't it? You don't want to be associated with me. I'm getting a lot of fossils today. How many fossils have I got? That's a lot. Yeah, I thought that was a bit much, right? To not be so. But how are we gonna do the TV show? And he said, we're not going to do it. And that hurt me. That hurt. Not gonna lie, that really hurt. You know, but I'll just move on. I'll figure something else out. Anyway, the point is, you know, be careful whenever you go to the doctor. Don't go too overboard with it, otherwise they'll disown you. Like my doctor has, because now if I get really sick for real, what am I gonna do? You know, I'm done. Nothing I can do. Get a new doctor? Possibly. Potentially. Is that another fossil? Look at this. Look at this. So many. I bet that doctor feels pretty stupid now when he's like, whoa, well, you got so many fossils. And I'm like, yeah, you wanna check them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fossils. Yep. And you can't see any of them, Mr. Doctor Man, because we're not friends anymore. That's what I'd say to him if he was here. But also, I think he got a restraining order on me. So I can't really go and see. Now I have to get a new doctor. It's ridiculous, you know. What am I going to do? I don't know. It's tough at the top, let me tell you. It's even tougher at the bottom. But, there we go. That's an episode. I talked about my doctor, I guess. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about something else, I think. I think that's the best option. But I appreciate you guys watching. If my doctor is watching this, I'm sorry. Can we be friends again? I got 5 fossils. Left a restraining order. And otherwise, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for more Animal Crossing adventures. So thank you very much. Take care. And I will see you soon.